Once the liquid clear is on, use a mixture of midnight black and Prussian blue and scrub that really good into your canvas. Throughout the whole canvas, I use different variations of the two colors. Using the 2-inch brush in titanium white, we're going to gently sweep in the clouds. You're going to find that anything we add to this painting from here on out will lightly mix with that black and blue that we have underneath on this painting. I'm just using a fan brush and some extra titanium white to highlight the center of these clouds. Using a fan brush and a mixture of midnight black and Prussian blue, we're going to add distant evergreen trees. With my dirty fan brush, I'm just grabbing a small amount of titanium white on one side of my brush to add highlights to just some of those trees. Using a 2-inch brush and a very small amount of titanium white, we're going to just tap in some distant fog and diffuse the bottom of those trees. Going back in with our fan brush and that black and blue mixture, we're going to add another layer of distant evergreen trees. The closer you get to the foreground of the painting, the more often you'll want to turn your brush sideways and add more detail to those trees. I'm going back in with a 2-inch brush to add another layer of fog, keeping it lighter this time to add depth and dimension as we come forward in the painting. We're going to add more evergreen trees as we come forward in the painting using more and more detail. So make sure that you start light and tap harder and harder as you come down. Using white and blue on your palette knife, scrub in some foreground underneath those trees. I'm using a clean, dry fan brush to pull out the bottom of those trees into that foreground to add shadows and blend everything together. I'm going back in with my palette knife and a mix of white and blue and adding in some background water. Once you decide where your waterfall lives, make sure you come straight across and pull straight down, almost like a 90-degree angle. You don't want to use very much paint on your knife, but don't be afraid to really push that paint into the canvas and drag it down. I'm going to highlight that waterfall and the background water with titanium white on my palette knife. This technique is almost like adding highlights to a mountain, but it's a little more forgiving. You can go over this multiple times and it will just look smoother and smoother. I'm using titanium white on my 2-inch brush to add water mist at the bottom of the waterfall and blending that out. You can see I'm blending up into that waterfall from the mist just to add the illusion of the water falling down farther. I'm going to extend the mist and fog throughout the bottom of this painting just to give us another dimension and layer to add more evergreen trees. I'm switching back to my fan brush to add some larger evergreen trees in the foreground of the painting. Don't forget to start out very light towards the top of those trees and tap harder as you move down. Be careful when you're adding these trees in your foreground that you don't cover up all of the mist from your waterfall. Use a very small amount of cadmium yellow and sap green to go through and highlight just a few of the evergreen trees throughout the painting. That's it. Thank you for watching, and please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you know when I upload new painting videos. Thank you for watching and happy painting.